And we have right now for you a very special game called Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. And Kendra is going to be taking us through this, so let's jump right in and rock it.
And Audrey's here too.
Audrey's here.
And Audrey.
Sorry, can't forget Audrey. My bad.
All right, so here we are in Fortuna office. I am playing as Itsuki, the main character, and a little bit of backstory on the game is Itsuki he has a bunch of his friends, and basically there's some mysterious stuff going on in downtown Tokyo, and he and his friends band together and actually pair up with a bunch of Fire Emblem inspired characters to take on this evil that is kind of corrupting the area. Right now.
Yes. So Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE is a hardcore JRPG from the people at Atlas. And it's a kind of combination of Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei, and they take some of the different elements of both of those series, mash them all together, and this is what we got.
Yeah, it kind of has a lot of nods to Fire Emblem. So if anyone's a Fire Emblem fan, you'll find little Easter eggs all over the place.
Yeah, it's really, really enjoyable. I love it. Just running through the game and finding those nice little touches, the sound effects, all those kinds of things. And actually right now we're going to check out a side quest actually. So I'm going to run in here, and this is called an idolasphere, which is essentially a dungeon. This is actually a dungeon I've already defeated, but we're going to go in here specifically for a side quest. So sometimes you'll pick up side quests from your friends and they will have you return to places you've been, but you'll be doing something new. So
You just pass by tons of colorful people on the streets of Tokyo.
Yeah, I love just how colorful this game is. It's really awesome.
Well, it's so stylized. I mean, you know, it's obviously, they're not necessarily going for a realistic depiction of Tokyo. Well,
That's what it's like.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah,
it could be.
It's true. I mean, I've been to Tokyo, so I know it's not like that. But I guess this is like future, crazy, alternate dimension Tokyo.
Yeah, they've definitely, they actually studied, they went and took photos of the streets in Harajuku and downtown Shibuya and
That's awesome.
all kinds of places to then recreate it here. But obviously it's got kind of a surreal, as you said, stylized thing going on. So right now, I'm actually going to be doing a side quest for my buddy Kiria. And we are coming up here. So we feel an ominous presence, and
That's not good.
No, we're doing it. We are going in.
Doing it live. These guys look a little bit scary.
They do. And there's Tharja, who is one of my absolute favorite Fire Emblem characters.
She's from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah, she's awesome. I love her voice.
As is Chrom, who you can see a stylized version of to the left. And
Yes.
he's
like,
kind of awesome.
He's like demonic.
He's kind of amazing.
He's
yeah.
kind of okay.
Yeah, I love it.
And for big Fire Emblem fans, we see this is Board and Chord, or kind of an Easter egg to a Board and Chord, and you'll recognize those names, or Western fans will recognize those names from Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, which was the DS remake of the very first game. Little Easter eggs all over the place.
So we're going to skip right through that dialogue and get right to the action.
Yeah, the dialogue is awesome, but we can check it out later, because right now we want to get to smashing stuff. So this is Kiria's special entrance. So the thing that I really personally dig about this game as an avid RPG fan is the battle mechanics, actually, which we are about to check out. They are very complex, very fast-paced, and extremely enjoyable. So these guys, hopefully they don't completely destroy me, but they are very strong. So I'm going to do a special skill here, and it does nothing. So now we find out, particularly in this side quest, Kiria is learning from Tsubasa how to be cute. So Tsubasa is going to, she's a little bit nervous, but she's going to do this special skill that we only get right now. And she's going to charm them into oblivion.
So your party members are kind of like entertainers, and all the battles take place like in these arenas where you have these crowds watching and they're cheering for you, and the theme kind of runs throughout the game.
Yeah, for sure. So now Kiria is going to. All right, don't be nervous, Kiria. I love Kiria.
I look up a little ram rod that she's got there.
Yeah, it's like a little sheep on
So
top of her as her
Ooh,
weapon.
Ramrod's a good name for that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Kill him with the cute. All right.
Yes,
so
they're
now we have
charmed.
both of them charmed. So this is a really useful mechanic that you can use later on in the game where you are able to charm certain enemies. And you will find that you really want to strategize about how you go through the battles because they are challenging. They're challenging in a really awesome way.
It's a really, even if you have been raised on RPGs, this will give you so much to think about and to strategize. It's just such a deep RPG, so many mechanics to learn, and just even when you're level grinding, it doesn't feel like a grind. It's just such a fun battle system.
It is, and you feel very much rewarded when you use the different skills. I mean, you get these awesome animations, and
It's gorgeous.
Awesome. So what you're seeing now is we've actually triggered what's called a session attack. And what happens is various cast members jump in. So now you're seeing all of my party hopping in here. And they all worked in tandem. So I know that a session attack will occur when I highlight a move and then we get the exclamation point. That means that a session attack is definitely going to happen. So do that. The other nice thing is, as you can see, I can kind of take my time and decide what I want to do. Like, okay, this one is going to have 3 people attacking them. But if I use Assault Dive, we're going to have 4, 5? Something like that. Numbers. We're going to have a lot of people all going in.
You feel bad about attacking these poor guys. They're just charmed.
They are charmed, but they were going to take us out.
bullies.
Like they were being kind of bullies. Yeah. So I
They
don't
deserve
personally
it.
feel super bad about it.
Love
And
hurts.
love does hurt.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. I love how they all have their little lines that they say too as they're attacking. Oh no.
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
He's over it.
Oh, and he's
so
not
over it.
happy. Oh,
You
I'm
leave him
scared.
alone.
There is potential for death here. Oh no.
Oh, it looks bad.
Oh, I
move,
love that
that
body
hurt.
slam.
Just like
That was
body
amazing.
slam. All right.
I love Crumb's
all right,
cape blowing
we got to
in the
think about
wind.
this. That is, so as you can see when I highlight that, that actually, the red move means that it's not going to do damage at all. So we don't want to do that. Oh my gosh, what do we even want to,
Oh.
Right.
We'll try
so you
that
can
one.
actually see
So that
there
one-
when you
toward the
target
top.
them, you can see kind
he
of
blocked.
what their weakness is. So it looks like Cord here is weak to ice. Is that right?
yeah.
So if you use kind of ice, or what's ice for that?
So, well, right now I'm gonna attempt to charm this one. We've already gotten rid of
idea.
one of them. She's gonna be cute again. We're gonna skip through the animation. Oh, but he's not digging Tsubasa's vibe. So hopefully he doesn't. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna do it again.
no.
He's gonna do it on Tsubasa. He's
Oh,
like,
miss.
he's like, how dare you? How dare you? So we'll just show you what that looks like. Bam. Yep. So block. No damage.
Be charming.
I know. I'm like, please. Actually, let's We're gonna heal. And they're really happy that we're healing.
That's a good idea.
And on the top, you can see the action bar. So that shows whose turn it will be next. So Kiria, thankfully, recovered from stun, so she can seduce Cord. Yes. Go to sleep.
Oh, phew.
Go to sleep. All right. So now we can take him out.
That's pretty messed up, you know. You
I
basically
don't know.
seduced the dude, and then
Did you see?
You know, he
body
started
slammed
it.
them.
Yeah, that's true.
He deserves
he's
it.
trying to hug you. I don't know.
I don't think we want that hug.
little bit of an aggressive hug. I don't know.
Nope.
Not into that. Awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Loving it. Oh, and he's, yes.
The whole thing is just
Right.
such a spectacle. It's so beautiful. Just a punch in the face and color and action.
It is.
A good punch in the face.
Yes, of course.
And there we saw Toma and Ellie at the end there. All right. We are going to... You are so almost toast. Oh, he's toast. And so you can see on the left, so it says overkill, so that means that we have annihilated him very, very much so, like far beyond his HP.
You actually killed him with cuteness.
I know.
Good job.
Yeah, we did. We did. So, now that we did that, we're going to see. So we're going to speed through the dialogue.
Yes, again, this is all really entertaining dialogue, but we want to show you a bunch of different things, so that's the only reason we're speeding through it.
Yep.
But you shouldn't. It's all delightful.
It is. I know. It's really fun.
Yeah.
So here, Kiria's Performa is being awakened, and this allows her to gain new abilities. So we will show you what that looks like in just a little bit.
This is all really cool because you really get to see all of these kind of growth moments for these different characters throughout the game. They all kind of are on their little journey that you get to go on with them.
It's super, super enjoyable. So now we're going to use Tsubasa's Trapward ability, which actually automatically teleports us back to Fortuna office, which is our home base. That's where we can go to replenish ourselves and also to level up our skills and whatnot.
Nice.
So we're going to run in.
Like an unassuming waiting room. Looks completely normal.
I know. So just hanging out.
Yeah,
Nothing
just get some
odd happening
coffee.
here.
And then you go through
this door.
And you're in this magical, mystical forest.
This is amazing. I want this in my house really bad. So this is called the Blue Palace, and in here we have, as you can see, a bunch of the Fire Emblem characters, and then Tiki. She wants me to help her out, but I am so sorry, Tiki. You're adorable, and I do not have time to help you. Not this time.
Poor Tiki.
No. So she's letting us know that we have some new skills to unlock. So we are going to hop in here, and Kiria is going to learn the new skill from the Performa that she just got. Doot, doot. Let you guys see this animation. It's really pretty.
All the detail that went into this game, absolutely incredible.
Love how they only have one eye between the two of them.
I know, they're so cool. They only need to use one eye at all times. Like Tharsha doesn't even need to see it all.
It's true.
She just senses things. Awesome. So we got that new ability. And now a little bit more of the side story. Gonna skip through it. Also, it's nice because then I'm not spoiling anything. I mean, a little bit, but not too much, you know?
Not too much.
Not too much. So now that we finished the side quest, we're rewarded with this really amazingly rendered kind of music video scene.
These are the best.
I love it.
This performance is so much. The outfits, the songs, like it's actually legitimately good J-pop.
It really is.
Yeah.
And this song, I will admit, has been stuck in my head for probably a few weeks. A few weeks.
That's valid. No one's judging.
I just really dig their kitty tights.
Their kitty tights are so cool and their puffy shorts. Love it. And this game is just so stylish and so beautiful and so silly that you wouldn't think that there's actually a really deep, compelling RPG beneath that, but there is. It's really got something for everybody.
It does, and the battle mechanics are highly addictive. I can't tell you how many hours I put in just leveling up my characters.
And who's this big purple guy that we're dancing on top?
Oh my gosh. So the big, gigantic purple mascot is actually Kiria's buddy. You find out later she has this little plushie that she carries around that looks like him, and she acts super cool and tough on the exterior, but then she has this plushie and you kind of discover it and you're like, wait, you're actually really soft-hearted.
Yeah. The cute side after all.
All right, speeding through. So she's shaking because she's so nervous, but she's actually just happy. Doot doot doot, beepity boop.
All right, make the right choice here. Be nice to her.
All right, I don't know.
You have the choice.
You say
could
be nice.
mean or be nice.
What do you say?
I don't know. I'm a fan of tough love myself. So.
Tough love?
Be nice. She's so cute. She's grown so much.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I just like Kira so much. I can't be mean to her.
No.
She's awesome.
If you want to be mean to her,
Alright.
you do that on your own time.
So now we see that we completed that side quest. Look at all the level ups that we got. It's
Nice.
really worth it. It gives you a ton of new experience.
Oh, I love all of that character art.
It's so beautiful.
So good.
And in addition to all of the experience we just got a new duo art, which is it'll trigger kind of randomly, but then you press L or R during the battle and it will pull it up, and it's highly effective against enemies. So I'm hoping that that'll come up in a later battle. So right now, I'm actually going to load up some save data. And here we go. So now we're going to take a look at the creation of the weaponry in this game, because that is actually a really big part of this. So we're back in Fortuna office. Not only do we level up skills constantly while we're in battle, but we also we get items from the enemies that we battle, and then you use those items to create what's called carnage in this, which is essentially your weapons. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. I am so sorry again, Tiki. I love you. I'm sorry.
Eventually, we'll give you the thing that you want.
All right. So we are going to create, let's see what we got. Let's make something for Ellie, because she's awesome. She's like really sassy. I love her attitude.
All of these characters are just so lovable.
They are, and they all really have their own unique thing going on. So there's kind of someone for everyone in this game.
Yeah.
All right. So check out this animation. So there's Ellie's partner. And their partners also are essentially their weapons when they are in battle. So they kind of transform. They serve multiple purposes.
Shiny.
So shiny. She is super pleased with this new bow. Awesome. We'll equip that. So one thing I really like is that as you're going through, you level up really pretty quickly, so it's really satisfying. You don't feel like, even though there is a fair bit of grinding, you don't feel like you're spending just tons of time without being rewarded for it.
Right.
And you're also getting all these items and constantly making new weapons. And each weapon has abilities related to it. So you equip the weapon, and then you can learn all the new abilities from that weapon.
Right, and certain weapons are also kind of elementally charged, so they may do more damage against ice enemies or fire enemies and all of that.
Absolutely, yeah. You do have the weapon triangle going on in this game, and so you definitely want to pay attention to that. So we actually already looked at a Radiant skill earlier. Radiant skills are passive abilities, so that's what we gave to Kyria earlier. But now I'm going to show you something super awesome. You are actually able to perform class changes, which will be very familiar to Fire Emblem fans, and it's really cool because so you get to pick various evolutions here.
There's our Master Seal.
And look at all
Yeah,
those
and there's the Master Seal.
Juicy numbers. You know?
Yes, I mean, and the stats, there are just so many stats in this game. There's so much. You can get really heavy into it if you want to. I'm actually going to go with the Conqueror because I think I like that.
Pretty cool.
He's amazing looking and he hits really hard, and I tend to play with
Heavy hitter.
a little more offense than defense. I like to just kind of like wail on enemies, so.
There's no going wrong with Crom. He's just kind of always
I know,
awesome.
he is amazing.
He really is.
I love his design too. It's kind of gothy looking.
Yeah. Oh, the cape in the wind.
Looks like he's in a little bit of pain here.
That'll be worth
Okay.
it.
He'll come out on the other end just fine. Probably.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Bam.
Yes.
There he is. Nice, and I obtained a play record.
Nice.
There's just so much to unlock in this game. There's so much to do. Completionists are going to have a heyday.
You could really put just hundreds of hours into this game.
Oh, for sure.
So much to do and find and upgrade.
All right, and so as you can see, now that I did the class change, I also have a new Carnage that I can create in relation to that class change. Where are you? Bam, there you are. So we'll make that.
That looks pointy.
Very pointy,
Yes.
sharp, pointy end goes in enemies' faces. All right, we'll skip through this. We're gonna actually Yeah, we'll equip that. Thank you. So we are all geared up, and we are actually going to go load up yet another save file. All right.
We're going to take a look at another part of the game. There's so many parts of the game. So many.
I know, and I'm like torn between looking down and over here. Screens everywhere. All right. So this, if we're able to make it to the boss on time, this boss is pretty brutal. I spent quite a bit of time leveling up my characters, but even then, we'll see how this goes. So here you can see these are called Mirages, and these are the enemies within the dungeons. They're super bizarre looking, and you can see them. So the nice thing is, as you can see, like I can swipe them and kind of knock them unconscious, and then I can choose to battle them or not.
Right.
I'm going to choose not just for that.
Yeah, I mean, generally you're going to want to battle enemies because you need levels, you need
items.
all of
Exactly.
All kinds of stuff.
But you do have the option to, I don't know, forego it and then get annihilated by the boss later if you want.
Sure.
If that's your thing, you know? Different strokes. So right now we are inside an idolasphere, which is a dungeon. And as you can see, whoa, the dungeons are very labyrinthine. They're very, it's easy to get kind of lost in the hallways, and you have to kind of feel your way through. I'm going to, yeah, I'll battle you. Why not?
Oh, you ran into it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you mean to do that?
What's that? Oh, I did.
Nice.
Yeah. So as you can see, I had a first strike for that. So I knocked that enemy unconscious, and that gives me a better chance to have first strike, which means up top on the action bar, we now can obliterate these guys. Even the super cute little one in the front there. Because we know if we don't take her out, she'll take us out. So
True. I love the bunny costume.
gotta be ahead of the curve.
And it's worth noting, you kind of know your way around this particular idolasphere, but if not, you could spend a long time wandering because it really is a maze.
It is a maze, but the cool thing is there are definitely, let's see, we'll try that. So this one isn't going to have a session ability, so bam. Let's try that. So the really cool thing within the dungeons, though, is, oh, yes! Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I just triggered the duo art. I'm, like, interrupting myself here. I just triggered the duo art, and now you guys get to see it in all its glory. And this poor enemy is just, like,
Didn't know it was
so
coming.
toast. We are going to sing our way to victory.
Yes. This is going to be great.
They're just, like, so gentle and...
Killing them softly. But that's one of the things I love about this game is that each of the idolaspheres is kind of its own world, separate from the Tokyo that you get to explore.
Very much so, yeah. I mean, you've got side quests, you've got level grinding. You also have the ability to grind levels in an arena area that we're not going to have time to show today, but there's an arena that you can hop into, and it's a really quick way to level up if you don't feel like wandering the dungeon hallways looking for enemies. So you have a lot of options at your disposal. Oh my gosh, get him, Momori. Yes, that was Momori.
This is an 9 combo.
Yeah, yeah.
pretty
So
well.
as you can see, the session on this one is shining. It is crazy. All right. And on the right, it showed the items that we just got. Oh, and so we got a new skill. Awesome.
Nice.
So this skill is actually leveling up. Let's see. Yeah, I am totally okay with that. So oh. All right. This one's also leveling up.
Got
Awesome.
a lot in this battle.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
So one thing that's really cool,
Oh.
if I can show you, now I can
There
show
you
you.
go.
So as you can see here, I have this ability, and I can add it, but the thing is, if I add it, I have to, it will replace one of my other ones. Now, I will continue to learn new abilities from all my various weapons, but I have to be strategic whether or not I want to use these things. So I'm actually going to forgo this one, because again, I play offensively, and that one's a little bit more of a defensive move.
Right, but if you pass it up there, then it's gone for good.
It's done. You may later on get a weapon that you'll learn it from, but for now, I mean, yeah, we don't have it. I'm also going to forgo this one because we don't got time for that one. I am done. All right. Oh my gosh, so
much
many.
leveling.
Yeah. So as you can see, I mean,
there
you fight the enemies and you really you definitely work for it, but you do get rewarded. You have a lot going on. You have a lot of strategy. You can play the game as you see fit.
Yeah.
Right. Progression is kind of non-stop in this game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely keeps you on your toes. The storyline is really really intriguing.
Careful.
Wow, I know, that
Right
kind of
on
was like
your
chasing me.
tail.
All right, so I just want to show you guys a little bit of the hallways, but I want to power out of here. Oh my gosh, because I really want to get to that boss so badly. All right, so we're going to use Tsubasa's traport skill, and that actually teleports us straight back to Fortuna Office. Bam, and you can use that anytime you're in any of the dungeons. So it's really handy if you need to leave the dungeon, if you're feeling fatigued from all the enemies that you've been fighting. You can come back here, you can refresh yourself, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have myself strawberry mochi. Sounds delicious. Yes.
Refreshing.
All right, I even got a special item from that. All right, and we're gonna jet back over. So we're actually heading to Daiba Studio, which is the idolasphere that we were just in was in Daiba Studio. It got taken over by Mirages, so we're trying to check out what's going on. That there's actually a director involved in a TV show here, and he got taken over, and so we're gonna try and help him out because he's like not feeling so hot.
Look, they're all worn out.
Yeah.
Just like us at the end of E3.
I know, right? Like all face planted into the floor. All right, so another really cool thing, we have these warp points, which I showcased a little bit earlier, but we're going to warp right over to where we need to go. Boop, boop, ba-doo. I know the music.
I think you're gonna
Beepity
show
bop.
this boss what's what, I believe.
I am. I'm actually just going to really briefly show you guys this grid down here. So this is actually one of the puzzles that you encounter in this game. And the panels have different effects. I'm not going to go into it because it'll spoil things. Yeah, but there's definitely a very serious puzzle element going on in here. So you do have to solve puzzles as you make your ways through the dungeon, fighting Mirages and also bosses that we're gonna go hang out with right now.
That's the thing, is that each idolasphere has its own theme, different kinds of puzzles or traps that you have to get through. So there's a whole lot of variety.
Oh, and there he is.
So trustworthy.
Terracino, you are looking not super happy. I don't know. Something is very wrong
this
here.
This is all completely normal. Yep.
So right now, they're basically telling Itsuki that Itsuki and Tsubasa need to kiss for this particular TV show for a scene, and I was a little mean there. I was like, I don't know. I chose the ellipsis, so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but no, I'll do it. All right, I'll kiss you.
It's tough being Itsuki.
I know, right? It's a hard life for Itsuki.
Well, you got to do what the director says, you know.
We do,
True.
yeah.
Show
The
must
director
go
gets
on.
what he wants. All right, so power through this. So she's in her outfit from the TV show. Oh my gosh.
Oh, if he liked it, if he didn't like it, either way, you're gonna battle him.
Yeah. Think he's so happy he's angry.
Whoa.
Yep. It
Not very-
happens, you know, directors.
And his hair is absolutely fabulous.
His hair is extremely happy. What is he?
That's the source
What's
of
hiding
his
in that hair?
All kinds of evil lurk beneath those locks.
All of his emotions in the hair.
All right, Kendra, you have like a minute to beat this
Oh,
boss.
I know. I know.
So you better do
Do
it.
it.
I'm gonna try so hard. So there we see another character that may or may not be later on introduced, but right now he's fighting us for some reason. Why? Why are you gonna fight us? All right, so I'm doing this really awesome special attack. So in the upper right, you can see I have 3 SP, and this ability takes up 2 of those, so I'm gonna use those. And you gain SP as you land session attacks. Your SP gauge fills up. So I like to save it up. I like to save it up and use it during the boss battles. This special move that we just used allowed each of us to have 2 turns. Oh my gosh, I have to go so fast. You guys don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go so.
We're gonna watch you keep battling.
Yeah, I'll just do all of the coolest moves so you guys can see it.
Even if we run out of time, I think we can take it on faith that you're going to kill him really
Sure.
dead.
Very
dead.
I feel in my heart of hearts that he will be gone.
You know, I feel in my heart of hearts that we're actually out of time, Kendra.
No.
So we're going to have to stop right there. But again, this is Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Sharp FE, an incredible hardcore JRPG from Atlas, available on Wii U. Coming up pretty quick here, actually.
Yeah,
So,
very soon.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Up next, we have Paper Mario Color Splash, so please stick around.